Hello, my darlings. Mama Lou here, and it is time for all of my fire babies to get their second week of August weekly reading from the Salamander King, the Fire King. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull some of these. This is gonna be our overall theme. This is the Ghoulish Garbs Major Arcana deck. So we're gonna get an overall theme for you guys for this week. We're gonna pull some tarot, and then of course we're gonna mix in some mixtape oracle so you guys can start creating a playlist. So this is all by Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energies. So if you have your sun, your moon, your rising, you got friends and family, you're cross watching, you're going for your big three, all that'll be great. And like I said, by the end of if you watch all three of them, you're going to have a really nice little playlist to listen to this week, so that this message can resonate with you on a more personal level, because this is a collective reading. So please take what resonates, leave what does not, but let's get into it. So let's get an overall theme for our fire signs and see what we got. Okay, we got the Hangman. All right, so really cool energy that we got coming in for this week. This is a week of some self-reflection, and I'm reading this in a way of, okay, so this is you kind of taking stock of things, taking stock of where you are in your journey. And this could be in many different things: your career, your love life, your spiritual walk, your hobbies. Take it how it resonates, your finances. But this is you kind of being like, putting yourself in suspension mode, like the Hangman energy is. Put yourself in suspension mode and kind of do a look back and a look forward. This is you kind of sitting in the middle. You're in the present. And what you're going to do is you're going to just kind of have this, okay, let's look back. How have I been behaving? What certain choices have I made? What certain patterns have I been continuing? And what lessons have I learned from this? Where should I, what have all of my past experiences brought into this present moment? Because this is kind of a time for you to decide on what areas do you want to tweak? What cycles do you want to stop? What things do you want to not carry forward into the future with you? What choices or belief system or passions or love that you have, what has been serving you that you want to continue on, or that you want to maybe adjust a little bit and continue to see how it plays out for you. That's kind of the energy that I'm really getting here, is you're doing like a review. What do I want to do at this moment? And then how do I proceed forward? That's kind of the energy that I'm really getting here. You may also this week be getting some light shed in different areas of your life where you may have had blind spots, or where there's been some red flags that you maybe haven't noticed. And red flags don't always have to be in relationships. They can be in, business, or friendships, or in your finances, different things like that. Anything that you may have been ignoring, maybe not even purposely ignoring, but definitely like, we all get busy. We all get in a zone. We all just do what we need to do, one foot in front of the other. This is you giving yourself the space, the time, and the opportunity to just kind of do a self-assessment. Do a quick little, am I in alignment? Is this the direction I want to be going? Are these the things I want to continue doing? Or is it time to let them end? That kind of energy. So let's get some messages from the Salamander King and see what we have coming in for you guys. Now we're allowing the Salamander King to bring in any kind of messages that they want, anything you need to hear at this time. But like I said, that Hangman energy is going to kind of be an overall theme for you guys this week. So anybody with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Leo, Sagittarius, any of those things, that one's really wanting to come out there. Okay, yeah, Seven of Cups. This is great. So the Seven of Cups is a lot of like, these are all my options. It's like putting it on display, kind of like when I was like, if you were making a bulletin board or a dream board or whatever they call those things, vision boards, whatever that is, and you took the time to be reflective on it this week. What are you drawn to? What where is your heart pulling you towards? If you had all of these options and they were laid out in front of you, which ones would you grab and which ones would you pass on? That's kind of the energy that I'm really getting here. But it very much is telling me, follow your heart, follow your intuition this week, because you may have a plethora of things. Maybe you're feeling bombarded. Maybe you're overwhelmed. Maybe you're feeling, exasperated by a situation or unlucky in love or any of these things. She's just in this card. They're just like, okay, let's just lay it all out there. Let's look at this. I know that this is going to be a heart-based decision, but I need to be able to visualize this. I need this out here so I can actually see things for how they really are. I'm going to get a good perspective on it, a clear view, an unbiased view. Like if I just could put all of my feelings and all the situations I'm going with, my heart's desires, my dreams, my goals, and my intuition, if I could put it out here and actually visualize it, okay, now I feel like I have a little bit more of control because I'm not just in my feels. I'm just like viewing them as an outside resource. That's kind of the energy that I'm really getting here, because you're going to know what you're drawn to. You're going to know what intrigues you. You're going to know deep down really what it is that your heart is asking you for, what your heart desires. And maybe that's, I've been really focused on my job right now, but I really need more relationships in my life. I really need more human connection in my life, or I need to get more spiritual with myself and get in alignment. And you're going to follow that internal knowing, and it's going to be easier for you because, like I said, you've put yourself in suspension mode where you can take something, and if it's one of those cups out there, and you can take it one at a time and just, here's this cup. Okay, let me look back. What choices did I make in this situation? How did that make me feel? Was that for my highest good? Did that elevate me? Did that bring me down? And then you can be like, actually, this was a positive thing for me. I want to keep this in my life. Okay, this goes in the keep pile. I know that this sounds kind of silly or childish, but that's really the energy coming in from the Fire King for you guys, where it's like, it's okay to slow down. Like I said, put yourself in a little bit of a suspension where you can just be like, okay, let's cut out the noise. This is time for you. Like if you need to make a list, like I said, if it comes down to that, if you need to journal about it, if you need to, go out in the woods or out in nature and just seclude yourself. I think it's funny. It looks like they're standing on top of a tent. So, take some time for you. Go a place where put some headphones on and do a meditation where you can go through these different aspects of your life and really evaluate them and see what is working for you, what's been, what's for your highest good. Does it feel in alignment with me? Do I feel good in my body when this comes up? Does this bring me pain or does this bring me happiness? Does this drag me down or does this inspire me and elevate me? Those are the kinds of questions that it really feels are coming in this week for all of my fire signs. So let's keep going here. If there's any other messages. Yeah, and it feels like also you're trying to balance a lot of things as well. And so this pause is necessary for you so you don't get overwhelmed, so that you don't get overworked, so that you don't get, overextended in your relationships or in your job or in your energy in general. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ooh, 5 of Swords to the 8 of Swords. Okay, yeah. You're in a bit of a mind prison. And I think that this is going to actually help you reflect a little bit more, where you can base it less out of your head and really your, I don't know what other word, your essence, your soul, whatever. So you can base it off those, because right now it feels like you're very in your head. You may have a lot of self-doubt. You may have a lot of worries, fears, anxieties. You may have where you don't trust other people because you're so muddled and you're confused. You don't know who's telling you the truth. You don't know which perspective is right. You don't know what to believe in because you don't trust, outside people to be given to you straight, because you're having a hard time trusting yourself because you are kind of in this weird space of where you don't really know the direction you want to go. And the overall theme is really digging it home with these cards. I got to be honest with you. You gotta self-suspend. You gotta pause. You gotta hold on to a minute. Are these fears valid? You got to learn to trust yourself. You got to learn to trust your own decision making. And I think when I was talking about like looking back on the choices you've made and the patterns that you've been keeping, like the doubt may come in because you're like, was that the wrong choice or was that the right choice? And just circumstances were the problem, or what was it? This is you finding your part in it so that you are more assured of yourself, that you aren't boxing yourself in, that you aren't limiting yourself to fears, anxieties, worries, anticipation that the other shoe's going to drop. Like, this is you learning how to get more in touch with yourself to the point of where you're not creating more problems just because of a lack of self-reflection. And that's not meant to come across harsh. We all go through this. There's no shade here whatsoever. But this is you just kind of learning to trust yourself, if no one else. So I'm not telling you that the Five of Swords isn't real, that sometimes, people, aren't always truthful, can be deceptive, can try and take from you or lead you to just kind of have that shifty feeling about them where you're just like, I don't know, but that, like, those people are in the world. But don't let that fear ruin your life. Don't let that fear hold you back to where then you just don't trust anybody, including yourself. This very much feels like when you're selecting the things in your life that you want, select the core people that you can trust. And you should be among those people because it's your life, that kind of energy. There's also something here about, don't fall in any kind of, woe is me feelings this week. This is you being honest and straightforward with yourself and not trying to delude yourself or put any illusions in there. So, and that can come up a lot with the Seven of Cups, like illusions of things that we think we want or think that are right for us when really in the back of our head, we're like, that's not right for you. So this is you being true to yourself, no lying to yourself, no deceiving yourself, no masking, anything, no trying to sugarcoat stuff with yourself. This is literally a, hey, we got to mature beyond this. We got to mature beyond this worry and this fear that everybody's out to get me or any of these things. So very interesting. Like I said, I'm not trying to call you out. That's just the energy that the Fire King's bringing up for you guys. This could also be in relationships too, business endeavors where you may not quite trust your business partner or your family or your friends or something. And this is you like, get over that fear. Get your own confidence, make your own choices, because it's your choice whether you keep those people in your life, what you decide to do with that, but you need to get confident so that when you make that choice, it's yours and you're doing it for you, for your highest good. Yeah, because then you got the Queen of Swords, which is being direct, being to the point. Like, you'll listen to what the other person has to say, but when it comes down to it, it's your choice. She makes the final decision. She decides what she's going to do in that moment. She's wise. She's learned. And she also realizes that swords can cut both ways. So making this choice, she is doing it with forethought, with after gathering as much knowledge as she possibly can, and trying to make the best right next step, the best right next decision. And she sticks with it because she needs to build that confidence within herself. This is not gender specific. It's just the energy. She's building that confidence within herself so that the more times she makes a decision based off her highest good, based off of her know-how and her knowledge, that she's able to start building that confidence even more and more, to trust that intuition, to trust those gut feelings, to trust her own knowing and not have any doubts about it. Because right after that, you got the Nine of Cups, which is like wish fulfillment, dream come true, like it's opening you up all of a sudden to where you're going from the Seven of Cups of I don't know what I want, what I need, to I know exactly what I want, what I need, and I'm going to bring it into my world. I'm bringing it down from the universe itself, and I bring it in life because this is what makes me happy. I've done the reflection, and I've chosen the things that I felt most drawn to. I let go of any negativity or any doubt that I had with myself. I embrace the Queen of Cups energy, where I am making choices because they're mine and they're for me. And if it's not the right choice, I'll know, and I can pivot, or I can adjust, or I can make the next decision from even more knowledge than I made this one. So it's just improving that knowledge, improving that maturity in your decision making, and doing it towards your own, following your own heart, following your own desire, following your own dreams and your own passions, because this is what you've decided is the direction you want your life to go, because you've taken the time to actually plan it out. And I'm not saying life can be planned out, or that life can be, like follow some, storyline or something, but you can bring those elements in. You can have the intention that you want to have. You can put in that kind of work. You can be sympathetic and empathetic with yourself and nurturing these dreams into fruition. And it very much feels like that is what you're going to be focusing on this week. Really cool energy, to be quite honest. But yeah, let's get some songs. So like I said, let's get you guys some songs for a playlist for you this week. Some of these may not register right now, and they may not resonate right away, but listen to them throughout the week, and it's going to really help, focus it down to make this reading a little bit more personal for you, how it's going to relate to your life and your situations, and see where these different energies pop up in your life this week. Really cool. Please be sure to do all the YouTube things, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the follows. That's really helpful for me. It's free for you. You can get notified anytime I post new content. I also do musical messages on TikTok. You can check me out at Mama Lou Tarot on TikTok if you'd like to do that. But let's get you guys some songs. Okay, Grace Has a Gun by Katie Pruitt. This one's a little heavy, just so you know. And damn, you can love her above any other on earth, but boy, that won't fix her. You'll just make it worse. Loving someone with mental illness. Difficult to love someone that doesn't love themselves. What red flags are you ignoring because of love? I think I brought up red flags in this, so see how that fits in for you guys. You can't fix someone no matter how much you love them. This is, again, how long are you going to repeat these things? How long are you going to give yourself to certain things that aren't giving you back? At what point is it too much? At what point is it making you, anxious? At what point is it bringing you down? At what point is it making you doubt everything in your life? Like, these are things that are serious that you need to be at least contemplating this week. Like I said, I know that this one's a little heavy for you guys, for my fire signs, but these are the messages. All right, you guys got a lot. Okay. All right, then you got Rebellion or Lies by Arcade Fire. I'm sorry if it's like really glary on here. Now here's the sun, it's all right, lies, lies. Now here's the moon, it's all right, lies, lies. Like I said, you feel like people are lying to you. They're not telling you the whole truth, which is making you doubt. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I've been like, has this whole thing been a lie this whole time? Like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Like, whoa, you find out this one little thing about something or a situation, and you're like having to rethink everything, go over it in your head. And this is the week to do that so that you can make your next choice. What are you going to do about it? Because they go, lies we are told by authorities, religion, or parents, deception and gaslighting, unrealistic expectation you feel from outside forces. Yeah. What is yours? What do you want to hold on to? And what are you going to pass off? What are you going to be like, no? And then make those hard choices, make those decisions, put down those boundaries, have those hard conversations. You got to do you. You got to live your life, and you can't let anybody hold you back. You can't let guilt or shame or fears or anxieties hold you back from your path. Okay? All right. Golden Lonesome by Glorietta. Better to kill it quickly than to slowly watch it die. Anxiety of being alone. Breakup hangover. Emotional sickness. Blindsided by a relationship ending. Yeah, if any of my singles are out there and they're going through this, perfect time to do a little self-assessment before you move on to another relationship, before you move on to, a different job, before you move on to, put in what resonates, okay? And then we got Three Little Birds. This is a remake from Bob Marley and the Wailers, but this is the Branches version. It's really pretty. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's going to be all right. Calm yourself. Don't stress. The universe is in control. Together, we will all be okay. 9 of Cups energy. Everything's okay. Everything's all right. The love is here for you guys from the universe this week. Don't worry about a thing. Everything's going to be all right. No need to worry. Okay? Really beautiful message. I know that this kind of hit a little deep. I'm going to be putting these down into the description box below. Add them to your playlist. Give them a listen. Feel free to comment if this resonated with you. If you want a personal reading from me, you can go to mamaloutarot@gmail.com, send me an email, and we'll get you booked. Okay? But I hope you have a great second week of August, my dears. Bye-bye.